So, um, I've missed a few weeks of videos. One week I got called into work, another week I was sick with an allergy attack. I have a lot of those. Allergies suck. Um, but yeah, meant to make another video before now, but I don't know that I have much of an audience, so it's all good. Um, yeah, I haven't had a lot of spoons lately. I'm trying to strike the balance between keeping informed and not driving my stress levels and my blood pressure up, because those are bad enough as it is. So yeah, I think a lot of people are struggling with that. I I have some people on my Facebook that they're not close friends, but they're people I've gotten along with in the past, who definitely come from a different perspective. Um, I'm not going to say which way they voted because I really don't know that. But but definitely people who are probably further towards the right politically than I am, regardless of where that puts them on the spectrum. And sometimes they post things that they're not terrible, but they aggravate me, and I feel a need to respond and be like, well, no, this is another perspective. I'm not a confrontational person as a rule. I feel like I'm becoming more of a confrontational person just because as a guy you can kind of get away with that easier. There is more of a pass for that, but quite frankly probably those people may not see me as a guy anyways. But it's a difference I'm noticing in my own behavior over the past few months or so. But at the same time trying to fight the urge to come off as combative or confrontational, because nobody wants that. Nobody's going to listen to that. I mean, the minute somebody says, hey, I disagree with you, that does kind of shut down the dialogue. So I don't want to come off that way either. And then my girlfriend and, I've seen other people, well, if somebody is repeatedly posting things that annoy you, that make you, be like, hey, wait a minute, that you should delete them or take them off your friends list. But I see good in these people, I certainly see a lot of reasons not to do that. And part of it too is I don't want to live in a bubble. I don't want to live. It's so easy, and I've heard time and again that the internet especially contributes to people living in their own little sphere. That oh, there's somebody I don't agree with. Well, we'll just push them out there, and you don't have to listen to that. I don't want to live in a bubble like that. I want to be able to hear the other side. I mean, people have legitimate reasons based on their life experience, based on the culture they were raised in, for believing what they believe. And I want to understand that. I want to know where other people are coming from. And, sometimes a viewpoint that you might, out of hand on the surface, dismiss as opposing to you might have some valid points that you need to listen to, and you need to take those into account. So, yeah, but it's hard because you're supposed to strike a balance between keeping informed and, letting yourself get aggravated or worked up. But that's really hard when almost anything you see just on the base level to keep yourself informed is enough to send your blood pressure skyrocketing. So I don't know where the balance is for that. I'm not sure if there is a balance for that. So I'm feeling a lot of internal conflict with that the past few weeks. And I don't know what the answer is. So, maybe maybe there's something about my own perspective that needs to change. So I'm trying to be open to that as well. Um, Physical changes. Noticing a, kind of a drop in my voice. Other people are starting to comment on a drop in my voice just in the past month or so. I'm getting sir on the phone more often. It still tends to be not with clients so much, although I did have a client ask me if I was sick because my voice sounded off. Um, that's always an awkward one. But yeah, it tends to be more with like telemarketers or with, other businesses. The last one was the credit card processing company, because it was like, okay, we got this issue that we got to call you up about, and it wasn't tech support, but at the same time, it's the kind of call that you're starting off with this. Okay, I got to deal with this, which for anybody, it's culture that your voice tends to go down when you're in that kind of attitude, versus the polite, can I help you, customer service. We have a lot of subtext and a lot of meaning just in the tone of our voice that we don't think about, but just happens naturally. We communicate with the pitch and with the sound, not just the words. So yeah, that's just yeah, my body is changing some. I'm starting to notice a little more definition happening on the arms. I did shave off the baby stash. The neck beard keeps coming back. It's early, so I can't expect too much on facial hair yet. But what I've gotten so far was promising, and time will tell. I was getting undressed for bed the other day, and my girlfriend, who she knows my body. She's been with me for 16 years. She's seen me back when I was 120 pounds, and you could see my ribs up to, I'm carrying more than it looks like I am now. And I haven't been losing any weight, but it's moving. And she's looking at me, she said, your hips are narrower. I said, really? Are you sure? I've always had really wide hips. Fortunately, my dysphoria doesn't center around my hips, it centers more around my chest. But I was like, yeah, I go and I look in the mirror in the bathroom, I'm like, my God, she's right. Which, is great because it's all collecting here. But my hips are narrower. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. I hadn't noticed that. Because I wear the same old pants all the time and they're stretched out anyways. But I got new pants. But yeah, these are 34-30. I was mostly wearing 36-30 before, so that's definitely a difference. So yeah, changes are happening. It's a process. It's a gradual process. I slack off. I'm not terrible about the gym and about weightlifting. We've got some weights at home, so I try and keep up with that. But I'm not great at it either. I'm definitely not great on the dietary thing. I like pasta. I mean, and I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, and always have been, so, that's probably not the best thing. And cheese. Oh man, cheese is awesome. So, it's an ongoing struggle. Yeah, I should get back to more salads. It's so hard. I'm like, I need to eat more vegetables. I need to eat more salads. Salad's good for you. I can do salads that, are filling and are not super unhealthy or anything, but it's terrible when you go out somewhere. I don't want to be ordering a salad and then she's ordering, a meat dish or something, because it is this social stigma that you're like, oh, I'm a man. Women eat salads. Chicks eat salads. That's a chick thing. So, yeah. I don't know what to do about that. That's a cultural thing. I guess I just got to suck it up and not worry about what people think of me. I do get ma'am a lot still. I'm looking at myself and I'm not sure why, but possibly I'm making them awkward and they're trying to figure out which gender term to use. The in-laws are struggling with it, but they've they're being awesome. Um, we're scrambling a little bit, planning our wedding, which is upcoming in May. Yeah, 16 years, finally getting married. And if gay marriage is outlawed, maybe I'll have my gender changing by then and nobody will know the difference, so it'll look like a heterosexual marriage. But the in-laws are being really awesome in helping plan that because we have no clue what the fuck we're doing. But yeah, so she went to look at wedding dresses the other day and I wasn't with her because I was working. And both of her parents went with her and her dad checked out the suit side for me. And like got information. Yeah, here's the info on suits and I got, this is the cost if you rent versus this is the cost you buy it. Don't know how much alterations would be additional. It's like, oh my gosh, my father-in-law is just of his own initiative went out and, because I said I was going to wear a suit and he's like, all right. He went and he checked on the suits for me without me there. Unprompted. So that's pretty awesome. Last year and going into this year, the political sphere and the things going on in the world are really pissing me off. But then stuff in my personal life is going really well. So I can't complain but so much. Anyways, my singing I need to work on more. My lower range is doing fine. My lower range is doing great. I've noticed just this week, just earlier today, I was trying to test out some different songs and my upper range is like gone. And not just that, but like I think the lower range of my head voice has shifted and I'm not even sure in what direction, but I hit something, I couldn't hit it in my chest voice. I was like, okay, I'll shift to head voice, and that did not work. And when I used to sing with my head voice, I was definitely an alto in the feminine section. My head voice and chest voice have a huge range of overlap. So something's changed there, and I haven't investigated it too much yet. I meant to make a video of me singing some chick songs before now, just, I don't know, to commemorate. And I don't know if that's doable anymore or not. I will try that later today or on another date. Oh yeah, decent arms. They're harder. That's fascinating to me. I did weightlifting in high school and this didn't happen. So testosterone, it makes a difference. I had a song I was kind of trying to rehearse and everything over the past week or more. I scramble sometimes coming up with songs to sing, and sometimes I'll try and learn a song thoroughly. I mean, I kind of know it beforehand, but I don't know it enough to my satisfaction to sing it a cappella on video. So then I'll try and work on it and find out, oh, I really only know like half the lyrics. I gotta really, work at this. And sometimes then I do it and it's okay. And then sometimes I just can't get it down to my satisfaction to have anybody else have to listen to it. And then sometimes I'll come up with at the last minute, a song that hey, I don't really have to think about this song too hard. I know this one. I've got it. It's all good. And I might sing it through once or twice to make sure I've got the lyrics down and then do it. And it comes out awesome. So, for those of you who don't sing, vocal cords are, I'm not sure if they are muscles or if they're just really like muscles. Practice improves them. If you don't practice, you can get out of practice. And if you're rushing to, really cram and learn a move or something, it's not going to be as good as something that maybe you haven't done it in a while, but you used to do it a lot and you had a lot of repetition and there's muscle memory in your vocal cords. you get to a point where you sing a song and you don't even have to think about it, and your song's hitting, maybe the slides and these different parts by reflex because you're so used to it. So it does make a difference. So yeah, I'm not gonna sing what I was originally gonna sing, but then just today I thought of a song, and there's definitely exemplifies some conflict and some opposing perspectives. So that's definitely been on my mind. Anyways, sorry I cough so much on these. Like I said, allergies suck. Any adult with half a brain can see that humankind has gone insane, to the point where I don't know if I'll affect the status quo if I throw poison in the water main. Listen close to everybody's heart, hear that breaking sound. Hopes and dreams are shattering apart and crashing to the ground. I cannot believe my eyes, how the world's filled with filth and lies. But it seems to me, anger inside of me is on the rise. Look around, we're living with the lost and found. Just when you think you've almost drowned, you find yourself on solid ground. And you can see the good in everybody's heart. Keep it safe and sound. With hope, you can do your part to turn a life around. I cannot believe my eyes. Is the world finally growing wise? 'Cause it seems to me some kind of harmony is on the rise. See what I mean about the upper range? It cracked there. So yeah, trying to keep optimistic. Really, cynicism is my default, and has been for much of my life. So trying to keep optimistic and reminding people on the videos to keep optimistic, that's a struggle for me. But I'll keep trying if you will. Hold on to that hope. Till next week.